Good morning and welcome to the Motivational Devotional, where we are merging motivation and spirituality to create a daily dose of confident positivity. I hope that this morning's podcast will help you to be more spiritually and positively motivated so that you can transform your day.
A wise person once said that you can tell a lot about the size of a person, but the size of what makes them angry. So think about that for a minute. How big of a thing does it take for you to get angry? For me, that kind of depends on a lot of things. If I am pressed for time and I'm juggling too many different things and I'm starting to feel like maybe I've said yes to too many obligations, it might only take a small thing to make me angry. So I guess at a time like that, I'm temporarily a small person, being small-minded. If I've just meditated or gotten out of a nice, relaxing tub with meditation music playing, my entire life might suddenly fall apart and I still wouldn't get angry. Maybe. At a time like that, I guess I'm a big person, tied into big mind, to use one of Shunju Suzuki's terms. I know other people who snap off an irritated rant at the drop of a hat if one of their values are transgressed. It doesn't take a big event, but to violate a person's values can be a really big deal to some people. We certainly need to stand on principles, especially when we stand up for the dignity and rights of others. When it comes to things that happen to us, though, we have a choice whether to take things personally or to look at the larger picture. I have a specific set of personal values, but I also realize that another person's actions don't necessarily mean one thing about me. As long as I'm not being pushed and expected to violate my own values, and as long as nobody else is being wronged in some way, another person can act in ways that are not at all similar to my values, and it won't make me angry. Disappointed in them maybe, or sad for them, but I won't get angry. The dictionary defines a magnanimous person as one who is generous in forgiving an insult or injury, is high-minded and noble, and one who reveals generosity of character. To be magnanimous is to look past insults for the purpose of the greater cause that may benefit the masses. People complain that someone said something snide to them on Facebook, and so they defriended them. People get angry when a person cuts into the freeway lane in front of them and they had to hit the brakes to avoid an accident. People get mad when the garbage collectors leave half their garbage scattered on the curb. Should we get mad if a person outside a store who has no shoes and obviously hasn't bathed in days is asking people for money? Should we get angry when some precipitating event kicks us into high gear to make life better for other people? We might be temporarily inconvenienced by life's circumstances, but if we try to look at the bigger picture, we may see where things are working together for a greater good. Even making that effort means that we are trying to be magnanimous. And if someone does wrong you in some way, even with kind of a big thing like being publicly disrespectful to you, how big of a thing can you let it be before you let yourself get angry? See how big of a thing you can manage to overlook today. And remember that if you overlook it, you can be looking over the other side of it. On the other side of it, you may find something very worthwhile that would have been obscured had you not grown in your own perspective. If you feel that trigger to snap off at somebody for some reason, try to use that as a trigger to understand the situation better, and to realize that all of creation is already conspiring in your favor. You don't need to get mad if the universe always has your back. Why not try to find a way to let another person know that the universe always has their back too? Biographer and historian Van Wyck Brooks once said, "Magnanimous people have no vanity, they have no jealousy, and they feed on the true and the solid wherever they find it. And what is more, they find it everywhere."
Thank you for taking the time to listen today. Please help keep this podcast going by following the Motivational Devotional Facebook page, following @ThreefoldAway Radio on Twitter, and sharing the written format of today's message from motivational-devotional.com on your social media. I am deeply grateful for your support, and thank you for letting Motivational Devotional be part of your journey. Peace out. See you tomorrow. motivational devotional is a production of Threefold Way Radio, LLC.